Hi there, my name is Steve Gerhardt, and as always, this is the Unagi Observer. I am very, very tired right now, so let's go ahead and get this video done. So, as of the making of this video, I literally just got home 30 minutes ago. I got home from Anime USA convention. Yes, down in Crystal City. It was in the Hyatt Crystal City hotel. It was very nice. It's a unique looking hotel. You'll see it in the video, the follow up video to this. And yeah, I'm very tired because I literally got back and I had a lot of fun. So I kind of went down, stayed with a friend overnight. Brent and I went down to Crystal City to do the convention. Brent Newhall, of course, of Anime Archaeology, which we do every Sunday night, which you should be seeing new episodes on there, so the link will be down below. Brent is also part of what's called the Otaku Brain Trust. So this is a group of guys who do panels in kind of in Northern Virginia and other places. Very smart guys. If you happen to be at a convention and they happen to be doing panels there, please stop by. They're very intelligent, very knowledgeable about the subject. So anyway, Brent and I hung out. He broke out the forge. I blacksmithed something because I always wanted to try to make something, so I made a thing. Again, I'll make a video about that to some effect. But I got to pretend I was like a dwarven god of blacksmithing and pounded out an S-hook. So that was a lot of fun. And then the next day we went to Anime USA for the weekend and did our panels, respective panels. Before I get into that, just want to say that, as always, this is my second year going to Anime USA. Incredibly well run. Everyone who works there, staff, volunteers, and all those guys, amazing, nice, helpful, and just really nice. At one point, Brent and I were sitting down and just kind of talking and kind of reviewing the panels we had just done and reviewing the panels we were going to do. And one of the staff members recognized Brent and said, "Oh, hey, that you're going to be in this panel room, right, again?" And Brent was like, "Yeah." And the guy was just like, "Okay, we got the audio problem fixed. Just want to let you know, here's how you do it, da-da-da-da-da," and then off he went. I mean, that's awesome. So, kudos to you, Anime USA. Thank you for making people who are doing panels and things and parts of events make us feel welcome. That's always nice. Not all conventions do that. Again, very well organized event. If you haven't been to Anime USA, please do so. They are changing locations. They've been at the Crystal City Hyatt for a long time, and now I believe next year they're going to be somewhere in Chantilly. I'm not exactly sure of the hotel, but I'm sure it's on their website, which the link will be down below in case you want to check it out for next year. I have every intention of going back and doing panels again if they accept my panels, because it is just a wonderful experience for a panelist, and also the people who attend the panels as well. They take great care in what they do. So again, Anime USA, you guys rock. Particularly one person in particular, Chris, and he is the guy who chooses the panels, kind of structures it, makes cases for them, does the schedule and all that good stuff. This guy is amazing, and he did a really fun little panel that came in on tail end of talking about how to submit to Anime USA. And a lot of good advice there. And anyway, this guy works hard. He puts together a really good product here, and he's just an awesome guy in general. So, Chris, dude, you freaking rock. Love you. You're awesome. You and the con. Awesome. Can you tell I had a good time? Can you tell I had a good time? I had a good time. So the three panels I did were a Kurosawa panel, movie panel. Had a handful of people show up for that. It was kind of later at 9:30, and it was anime adjacent. Not exactly anime, but anime adjacent. I had a good panel. It was structured very well. I was very happy with it. The people who were there seemed to enjoy it, so that was good. My second panel was talking about Ghost in the Shell OST2 album, kind of talking about the people involved with that. Steve Conti, Graziano, of course, Yoko Kanno, showcased 3 songs. These panels were like roughly 50 minutes each. And that one was well attended, and the people there were very responsive and had a good question. That very knowledgeable about the album itself, and of course Ghost in the Shell itself, and that always makes for a fun panel. And then the last one I did, which was last night, as of this taping. Yeah, it was last night. Yeah, it's all one big day sometimes. I did sort of a listicle called Anime from the Discount Bin. And these are, kind of animes that people may have forgotten, old classics, things that are weird, or vanity projects, whatever they may be. And so I did that. And so listicles are kind of easy to do. Panels are kind of easy panels, and they can kind of get generic. So I was kind of worried about that. My best attended one, everyone had a good time. Laughs were had, enjoyed it. And again, to those who were there, I know some of those anime were oddball and everything. And again, I apologize. I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. That's the whole point of the panel, is to show you new and weird stuff for you to watch and judge on your own. Be judgy with these anime. So, but that one would seem to be the one that really just did well this time around, and I'm very happy about it. And what makes panels fun and good are the people, of course, who come to see you do the talk. And so, for all of you who came to my panels, thank you so much, and love you guys, and thank you for making my panels that much more special, at least for me. Your involvement is key, and you guys, boy, did you guys get involved. So thank you. You guys are awesome. So yeah, Anime USA, very well done. It's a smaller convention. It's not tiny, but it is much smaller than, say, Otakon. You're not going to get into the tens of thousands of people, but it's a very manageable, like, a lot of stuff is going on. Everyone's having a good time. It's they had a nice gaming room in there. They had places for people who are cosplaying, a nice good spaces to have your picture taken. They had a area actually for other cons to say, hey, come to our con, and which is always kind of a neat thing to see. The panel, like I said, the panel rooms are all wonderful, and the staff is great. It spans several floors. It's a very vertical kind of space in terms of the staff rooms, meeting rooms, and things like that. Like I said, it was just very well run. I enjoyed the rooms we were in. They were very comfortable, at least to me. What else? They had an AMV contest, which I didn't get to go to because I was doing a lot of the panels, and also going in on panels that I wanted to see. Not that my AMV actually made the finalist list anywhere, so that was okay. But it's fun. I hadn't done an AMV in a long time, so that was just the pleasure of being able to do it was nice. What else do I want to say about Anime USA? Sorry for the noise. This is the laundry. Of course, whenever you come from a long weekend of conventioning, you want to do laundry because everything kind of, fanboy funk a little bit. So we're going to get rid of that. Anyway, I'm kind of blathering on here. So yeah, I mean, they have a host club, an actual host club that is very well regarded. Apparently, people have a wonderful time at that. I don't really go to those kinds of things, but some of the guys that I know from Otaku Brain Trust do it. And trust me, this morning at Sunday, they showed up to their panel, and I was just like, you guys had a good time, didn't you? Yes, you did. They were a little rough. They were feeling a little rough, but that's okay. It's a fun time. So when they move out to Chantilly, it'll be interesting to see how they use the new space. But I gotta be honest with you guys. Second year in a row, top-notch quality, staff, effort, enjoyment by everybody, not only the panelists and the event people, but also the people, the congoers themselves. They're just also cool. Which I actually, I want to mention one thing about that, and it's a good thing. The voice actors tend to be accessible at this convention, and I think a big part of the reason for that, like they're actually when they're doing signings, they're actually out there. So when they're not doing a panel, they're actually out there doing signings, or maybe you can see them walk around. And the wonderful thing is that the reason why I'm making a big deal out of this is because this is the first convention that I've been to where I've seen voice actors be able to do that and not get mobbed. like, you know, you have fans and they're like, oh, I love the stuff that you do, da 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 da, da, and then they move on. They move on. The congoers here are very chill. They respect space for the voice actors, and yeah, so I was really, you know, impressed both by the fact of the voice actors and also the congoers who are just like going, oh yeah, I loved you and da 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 da, and thank you, and then oh, I got to talk to the guy and off they go, and you know, they're not being annoying, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and clinging and mobbing these people. So that's always a nice thing. So yes, I'm going to talk a little bit louder because the machine is going. And anyway, Anime USA had a great time. I'm going to show you a video of what it was like at the Hyatt. This is last year that they were going to be at the Hyatt. They're going to be at Chantilly, and it's, to me, I think the only difference is that it's a different space. I think I fully expect it to be a well-run con again, and I expect to have every bit of the enjoyment that I had this year as well. So I'm very tired, so I'm going to show you the video of various things that I shot, a couple pictures here and there, and yeah, no, I'm gonna go to sleep now. So, as always, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna break off here. The video, the overall video is going to end with the montage here in a moment. So as always, be good to yourself, stay healthy, be good to each other. I want to see you out in the wild and talk to you at conventions. And as always, watch more anime.